Hello, I'm Doug, and this is the Taste and Sensibility channel. And today on Chilies and Peppers number 3, we're looking at the last of our zero heat chilies and peppers. These are called Shishito, and you can find them in a produce department of a grocery store or places that have produce in these little bags. They're usually about 12 ounces, and it is light green peppers that are kind of wrinkly and a little curved. And I didn't know about these until a year ago or less, and I've had several bags and they're real interesting. Usually saute them and cook them and throw salt on them. So, and maybe not quite zero heat. There's a little warning, there's a little badge on this bag that says mild and tasty, 1 in 10 have heat. So there's a little warning there. People say that in all the YouTube things and all the recipes that I looked at. So there's a little warning that some of them can be a little hotter than the rest. I've had several bags of these things and I have not found it yet. So hope I find it here. That's why I've got 5 out. I'm going to have 5 uncooked and then 5 sauteed or fried or whatever you call that. And if it happens on camera, we'll discover it together. So these are very light green. I think they change color later on if you let them ripen on the plants long enough. But they're very light. I don't hear any seeds, but I know they're in there. So we're going to move on to just eat and see what the flavors are in the plain peppers. It's green, fruity, vegetal, herbal. Not nearly the thickness or moisture of a green bell pepper, but the flavors are along those lines for sure. So sweetness, there's fruitiness, very crisp. Crisp texture, yeah, herbal. There's something creeping up towards a capsaicin kind of flavor, aroma, or things that accompany capsaicin things. So there's a greenness to it. There's a peppery note without being heat or hot. This one's definitely not hot. So it's got the usual seed pod towards the stem end and ribs and no heat. So most people just eat them, hold the stem and eat the whole thing down to the little stub. So that's all that's left. It's very pleasant. It would be a good way to get vegetables for people that aren't crazy about vegetables. So I don't really get much of an aroma on the intact pepper. Nothing is wafting out at me, but once you bite into it, all those things are released to your palate and your nose. No seeds in that bite. This particular pepper strike me as not quite as sweet as the first one. So definitely green, herbaceous, fresh tasting. It's just got a fresh kind of vibe to it. And the crispness and crunchiness is very appealing, very attractive. Least attractive part is a mouthful of seeds. They aren't really offensive. They're just kind of in the way of the interesting stuff. Okay, it's number 2 with no heat. So these would be interesting in salads. I mean, you could just slit them down the middle and take out the seeds and chop them up and kind of coarsely and throw them in a salad. They'd be an interesting crunch addition, a crispy accessory. Each of these has tasted a little bit different. This does not have the green pepper vibe so much. I'm getting something like a cauliflower note. So maybe something sulfury or cruciferous. I got it again. There's something in common with cauliflower that's apparently in here that I recognize. But not hot, no heat, not quite as sweet as the first one. Okay, that was an interesting interruption while my neighbor's dog sitter barges into my front door. Not familiar with the neighborhood? Let's move on to pepper 4. Looking for heat, looking for heat, looking for new notes. They are very simple peppers without a lot of complexity, but they'd be good in salads and other foods. Still fresh, green, not quite as sweet, herbaceous, herbal. Green is the thing you would say if you bit into this, and that'd be my first impression every time. So again, not very exciting, and it's full of seeds. And it's easy to take it down to this little stub. Very attractive green color. And very interesting set of wrinkles and folds and curves. So no two will look alike, that's for sure. Or even close. Okay, fresh pepper number 5. Looking for some heat. It does not reside in this one. But I'm about to eat the seed pod. Yeah, just green, fresh, herbaceous, crispy. A very pleasant texture to come across. So I think the rest of my couple bags here are going to get used by throwing them into salads. I don't think I'll be frying them in oil, although the olive oil would not be objectionable at all. So I'm going to say bye to this plate and go cook the other set and bring those in, and we'll give those a taste. Okay, the pan has been heating for a few minutes, and now a little oil. Oh, that's too much. I didn't mean to do that much. Some people oil the peppers, some people oil the pan. So what we want to do here is to cook the peppers fairly fast. So once the pan's hot and the oil is hot, throw them in. You're going to hear something right away. You can see some blistering going on there. Man, that one guy won't flip over. I'll just do it myself. So it's not a big deal, it's not real fussy, just need to not let them sit in one spot too long. Yep, that guy's lying on the wrong side. Okay, I'm going to turn down the heat and I'm just going to give it a little sprinkle of salt. A little kosher salt, and throw it in the pan, you can throw it in on the plate. I just want to separate the peppers from the oil, and there they are. They'll dry off a little bit or drain a little bit. I'll take them into the studio. So here's the second half of our encounter with Shishito peppers. Pepper, by the way, that is not mentioned in Mark Miller's book, the great chili book, which I think is great, and a great compendium of lots of Mexico-centric chilies. Fresh and dried versions, and there'll be a link down below for this and some other chili resources. But this I don't find mentioned in any of those things. So these shishitos have been sauteed quickly in 5-6 minutes in hot olive oil. You could also use a vegetable oil, a grapeseed, peanut, something high heat, high smoke point. And I just want to make sure I'm not going to get burned when I try these. And then I salted lightly afterwards. So here goes one of the sauteed ones. Yeah, a whole different flavor profile. The cooked ones are a little more savory and buttery, like a roasted pepper of other varieties. That one was zero heat, but very tasty. The salt adds something, and the cooking adds something. So I'm still looking for that 1 out of 10 with some heat. So that's not it. So these are tasty, very attractive. I think I like the cooked flavor better than the raw flavor. Of course, the fresh ones will work out perfectly in a salad. Cooked ones are probably a better snack or appetizer. Although don't advertise heat. Well, there's my fourth cooked one with no heat inside. So these are tasty. They're good. I think I did approximately the right treatment. Oh, this guy's totally gone flat. No heat in number 5. Very good flavor. Very tasty, interesting, and salt adds quite a bit. Olive oil didn't have a lot of flavor on its own. It was fairly neutral and mild. Overall, this is a great effect. So it's not quite a roasted flavor, but I can tell it's cooked. I can tell it's some of the same notes I get in the roasted bell peppers and other kinds. So very good treatment. So you can just start at this point and add all sorts of other things. I've seen videos where they add soy sauce and red pepper flakes and garlic and other seasonings. So they're all delicious. And a good pepper, and for now I'm saying 0 heat. I don't believe that 1 in 10 stuff. Maybe someday I'll come across one, but I haven't yet out of 40, 50, 100 of these little peppers. And they're delicious. I like them. I'll keep buying them and using them in things. So if you like the videos that you've been seeing here, please give this video a like. Give it a thumbs up, leave comments, leave questions, share it with friends, subscribe to the channel, and click on that bell to get notified when the new videos come out, usually on Mondays. So we are leaving the 0 heat territory and moving on into, I don't know, Anaheim's, Bananas, Poblanos. Somebody's at the bottom, and that's what you're going to see next on number 4. So all I have is stumps, so I'm not going to do a cheers today. That's it. Goodbye.